Well, good morning. Welcome back to Vlogmas. I am getting some Christmas shopping done this week, and I am placing some orders online, and I just went to a consignment store. So one of my favorite things to share with you guys is whenever I go to yard sales or thrift stores and I find clothes for my kids, because I mean, who doesn't love kids' clothes? So Katie, if you're watching, you gotta avert your eyes for the next little bit. I have just gone to Once Upon a Child. I don't know, is Once Upon a Child nationwide or is it East Coast? I'll have to look that up and I'll put the answer right here. If you don't know what it is, it's a consignment store for kids' clothing. They also have toys and they have shoes. I was hoping to find some shoes for Andy Grace, but I did not. But they have a thing called Tote Bag Tuesday. I've never done it before actually, because I don't live super close here, so it's always like a special trip. But if you purchase their tote bag, then you get 20% off everything that you put in. The tote bags are only $2.99, so I went ahead and got that today, and my nephew needed some clothes for Christmas. I already thrifted a few of them, but I don't know, I thought I'd show you the things that I got today. I'm really excited about them. All right, so he is gonna be going into 12-month clothes, which is like so hard to believe. And I don't know, I think now that my kids are past these ages, I love baby clothes like always. I loved it when I was buying it for them, for other people for showers. My sister said that he needed long sleeves and pants and footy pajamas. So like I said, I'll add these to the things I have at home, and then my mom and I are actually gonna split them so that there are some things coming from me, some things coming from her. She just knows that I'm the one that secondhand shops, so she was like, find something for me and I'll pay you back. Okay, we have 2 pairs of footy pajamas. They're the same brand and they're just kind of a variation, different color of the same thing. So first we have these. They are like a construction pattern. And like I said, they are footy. And then the next one is the same kind of thing, but in a blue. Sorry, the sun's kind of harsh coming in here. I wanted to make sure that the footies I got were not fleece, because he sleeps in one of those like zippies over top of the PJs, and I didn't want him to get too hot. So got those. At home, I already have a few pairs of pants for him, but I found this pair of Carter's. They honestly look brand new sweatpants. In all the pants that I found at the thrift store, I did not find him a pair of jeans. So I got him these. They're a dark denim, but they're elastic waist, so that will look good for church and just going out and about while still being very comfortable for him. All right, I saved the kind of dressier, fun ones for last. Got this collared onesie. It's got some blues and like a pale yellow and a cream. This one came together as a set. A pair of kind of brownish pants with this sweater. Abram had something similar to this when he was little. It has like a little pattern on it. I'm trying to hold it in the sun so you can see. Very subtle little pattern. And then saving the best for last. Why are sweaters so cute? It doesn't matter what age. It doesn't matter if you're 3 months or 3 years or 31. Sweaters are so cute. I love them so much. So, all right, because I know you're curious, I actually bought the tote bag, but then that got me the 20% off. So in total, I spent $34.44. Like I said, part of that was to get the tote bag so that I don't have to repurchase it. And then that'll be combined with the stuff at the thrift store. The thrift store, of course, was better pricing than the consignment sale was. So if you're not that savvy on secondhand shopping and not that familiar with it, consignment sales and consignment stores are going to be generally a better selection because they are hand-picked. They're also going to be higher priced because they're hand-picked and because people are wanting those profits from their sales. Thrift store, you're going to have much better prices. I think for my thrift store, most clothing items for kids are $1, maybe $2 if they're nicer. But the selection is not always there because you're looking at donations versus things that people are hand-picking to sell. But yeah, so we have some of both. I'll take these home and wash them, and then I can divvy them up with my mom. I just love kids' clothes. Today is very much an errands day. We are out and about. Kids are in person at school, and I am just getting some things done. All right, I ran a couple of other errands that they ended up not having what I wanted. I'm gonna stop for an early lunch and then run a few more errands. I was hoping to make it back home for lunch because I do have leftovers, but I'm out and I'm hungry, and I'm just gonna get a kid's meal at Chipotle. If you don't know, if you go to Chipotle, you can get a kids meal with 2 tacos, and they've got like 3 little bays that you can put, you know, your toppings in. And so for not a lot of money, you get 2 tacos, you get chips, and you get a drink. And usually I do chicken and cheese and their corn salsa, which is so good. And then I get a little cup of sour cream. Sometimes they charge me for the sour cream, sometimes they don't. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna eat that, and I'm not gonna beat myself up for having to eat out again. It's a busy season and sometimes it's just like that. But this evening we will eat at home.
Honestly, every public restroom should have a hanger for your purse. And a changing table, for that matter.
This makes the preschool pickup line extra sweet. All right, so back home with all the groceries. And this is the part where it feels a little scary and a little overwhelming. This is where I start questioning all of my life choices and think, I really don't want to put all this away. But I'm always thankful that I only have to go shopping that one time in the 2 weeks. I have had people ask, you know, how am I able to do it? How do I not have to go back to the store? How do I make my produce last? And really, it's just planning ahead. Also, we have a spare fridge and like a spare pantry area. And without that, we wouldn't be able to sustain this. So I just kind of look at the items that I have. I look at their expiration dates and see, am I gonna use this on my meal plan or in our schedule before it goes bad? Also, I let the kids each pick out 1 item, and that keeps the grocery trip from being overwhelming. I learned that from my mom, because that's what she did with us when we were little. The other thing that I do is I keep coffee filters in my glove compartment and use them as bowls, so everybody gets a little snack on the way home. And that's just how we keep everybody happy, me included. All right, so in like 30 minutes, I got it cleaned up to a decent state. I got supper finished in the Instant Pot, which really wasn't hard at all. It was just rice and that chicken that was left over from the chicken chili that I said was too much and I would use it later. The dishwasher is unloaded and just has to be reloaded. And if you hear the dogs barking outside, there's a deer. It was actually in the driveway as I came home. I wanted to show you 2 of the things that I got at Aldi. So I got these white fudge Oreos, which are my favorite. I only get them at Christmas time. And this box is actually for my sister. So when she gets here tomorrow for the Bible study, I'm gonna have those wrapped under the tree for her. And then I found this for myself. I need to get in better light so you can see. I could not believe they had this at Aldi. So this is a bow for your hair, and it is, it's not really quite coming through true on camera, but it is like a deep green, like a deep emerald Christmas green, and it's velvet, and I am going to wear that to something at some point over the Christmas season with my hair like halfway pulled back. But I thought that was so pretty. All of these things here are charcuterie board things or things I'm serving tomorrow, and then this is my ornament that I need to wrap. So I'm going to wrap this, and then all of these things will just go like in a bag or a box together, but that's why they're sitting out here. And that's how supper turned out. Just rice with some chicken. Very simple. I put some seasonings, I put some enchilada sauce, and just cooked it on high pressure for like 4 minutes. The chicken was already cooked.
So I rounded out the night by making one of my favorite cake recipes. I made this to have for our Bible study tomorrow. And in tomorrow's vlog, I will tell you more about this cake recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for following along with VLOGMAS. And I will be talking to you in the next video.